We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going, and we are underway from Miami. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Barrios complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to pass. Tua. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here. You look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people coming on the ground.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Dolphins at 10-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Something looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Allen off the play fake. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Allen going to change this at the line. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 65 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, a run by H.A. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ready.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Buying time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now they'll audible to something else. Now Allen. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer, just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. Caught. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Allen going to change the look here. On 2nd down, here's Allen. That swung out wide to Harris. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They followed up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Go ahead.
Hill going to go in motion right. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked at it, the defender was right on it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A-Chain. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tua going to run the sneak, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, Allen. And Davis with it left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But gradually the Naval Academy back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Now it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Here we go. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Allen going to change it up. Diggs in motion left. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Turbo 3, kick. Out.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an even 90 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Alert!
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21G.
Throwing now is Chuckie. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So after the INT, it's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is down to 20. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
H.A. now up the middle. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They had the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Allen going to audible to a different look. Now they'll change things up. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Look out.
Here's Allen to throw it. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Regular.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Fight! 20 TX. Ready,
2 and now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what